What is going on, everybody? It is Tyler here with Bait Makers United, and today we have another tackle review for you guys. Let's go. We're doing a tackle review for Sasquatch jigs. Check them out. So to give you guys a bit of background about Sasquatch jigs, they are from Heartland, Michigan. Out fishing in the cold, I respect it, but they are catching some tanks of some fish on these jigs. They've been in business for quite a while now and also are cooking up glide baits. So make sure to check out their Instagram, TikTok to see their new 175 shiners that just dropped. But today Remington sent me out some of these jigs that are looking absolutely gorgeous. I'm really excited to go through these with you guys. It's gonna look fantastic, so let's take a look. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more tackle reviews of handmade lures, rods, all that kind of stuff. If you are into fishing and wanna see all the great things that these small businesses are doing within the industry, please drop a follow and let's keep it growing. We are about to hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. As of right now, we're at around 950 followers. So hopefully by the time this video is posted, we just hit that mark. Let's see what he's got in store for us. First thing I'm pulling out the bag is a sticker. I love my stickers. Make sure to send these in if you guys are dropping some products. I'd love to see the stickers. The logos are sick for the fish for our stars and the rods for our stripes for the American flag. I love it. That's actually dope. Let's check out these jigs now. He sent us 3 different jigs, all with 100% hookup ratio guarantee. Talk to big talk. I'm excited to see how these things work. So open up this first one. He's got a nice little football jig for us. It's got a nice green pumpkin-like colorway. And one of the things that stood out to me for these jigs specifically that he's got is how much skirt he leaves on these things. So I like a really thick skirt. I've been talking with some other fishermen about this because of this. And some fishermen do not care for a super heavy skirt. When you're actually bringing it through the water too, all these little pieces of plastic, hair, whatever you want to call it, are flowing through. So I think the heavier the skirt, you're going to get way more motion all around. And when they spread out, it really lightens up that thickness. So I like the heavier skirt on these, which he does have, which is really dope. Different hook style than I typically see, which I'm really excited about that. I like this as well. So that might be part of their 100% hookup ratio. I'd have to pull up some of the jigs that I have in my tackle box right now to go side by side, but I could just tell the shape is different, so I'm excited to see how that goes. But this, again, this is his football jig. It's nice green pumpkin colorway too. It looks really natural. The jig head matches as well, which is just a small detail that I appreciate. Nice thick hook guard on there as well. One thing I like to note about these little hook guards. So I've heard people complain about, oh, the hook guard might stop you from getting extra bites, things like that. If the actual plastic for this guard is too thick or too hefty, sometimes that will happen in my opinion as well. I think that if it's a lot to push through, sometimes the fish won't be able to actually make it through. What I like about the jigs that he's going with is that he's got a much more dense amount of plastic. There's a lot more of these pieces within there. I don't know if you guys could see that, rather than less but heavier. So that allows you to have quite a lot of guard there, but when you're actually trying to push them through, it's not as hard. So just a cool little small detail that I appreciate. The sharpness on these hooks is pretty sharp. So one thing to test that, I always just try to poke through some skin on my fingers, and he's able to do that. It's clearing through, so we're good. But that's always how I'll test it, because there's no real good way of testing it, unless I had some kind of contraption, which I do not. Yeah, but the color is really nice on this. He's got, like I said, that green pumpkin with a little bit of black fleck in those pieces. He's also got a lot thinner of a hair on there with some silver shine on it. So it's got a good little mix of different strands on this jig as well. But I think this will be really nice for a nice natural colorway to go within this spring. Really clean jig to start us off. I'm sorry about my sniffles too. If you couldn't tell, I'm still stuffed up. I don't know what has got to me, but can't stop rolling, can't stop moving, so we're keeping it grinding on. Let's check out number 2. So this is more of a flipping jig style. These heads allow you to get in the cover a little bit easier, slip through with that head style, so that's why they're shaped like that. Once again, consistency-wise, got a really thick skirt on this guy. I love that. One detail I do notice against the football jig though, is that see how he's got, in this one, he's got some that he left longer and then some that he left a lot shorter. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but gives you a little bit of variation. And to me also, I don't know about you guys, a lot of the time I will trim the skirt. So this gives you as the fisherman the ability to do that. I appreciate that, but it's got a nice long flowy skirt. I think these little pieces of plastic too, they are very flexible, which I appreciate. Some of these are not as soft or not as thin, which will let you lose that action when you're actually going through the water. But his are very flexible, which is really cool. Colorway, it looks like he's got a similar green to that green pumpkin that we just had, but instead he's got that purple shine, purple shimmer to go along with it. He's also got that thinner shimmery black on the inside there. Provides that little extra bit of detail, which I think is really awesome. I don't really know if that's a black, to be honest. But I mean, that's not for the color. The color comes out of the actual skirt here. So, but a really nice color once again. Same hook style, same comments regarding the weedless part. Really looks clean. The purple contrasts that green really well. So I think that's a good dual colorway on that. Almost getting that bluegill feel out of this colorway as well. So another good way to look at it. But 2 for 2 on these. You're doing a great job. Number 3 is the last one he sent us. I believe these are a lot of his most popular styles. I essentially told him pick what you'd like to pick and send them over. So on to our third one. This one's got the same style as our second one, but has a smaller head on there. Looking at this one, again, similar color. We've got actually a lighter green than this second one had. But within the purple, we get the purple in there as well, but we also get a nice green shimmer instead. So this is even more bluegill than that second one that I was talking about. I really like more natural colors for jigs. So I'm not a super confident jig fisherman, to be fully honest with you guys. I haven't been able to capitalize as much as I think I want to with jigs. So I'm really excited to take these out, throw these, and be able to hit that mark more. But I know there's some big uns out there that are waiting to eat on these things, and that's what kills me. Whenever I fish, I just don't feel super confident with jigs, so I'm excited to experiment with these and play with these. But typically, I would throw more natural colors. You're normally fishing these slower, more of a finesse style, rather than like throwing it back like a crankbait. Don't know why I said throwing it back. I mean, just reeling it back in. I like the smaller styles too. It doesn't give as aggressive of a presentation as your bigger jigs. You can use a lot smaller of a soft plastic on there too to give it a nice smaller feel. But no, overall it's got a very clean style to it. Again, you got the consistency with the thickness of the actual skirt. Also very sharp, can pull through that skin pretty easy. Excited to test that hookup ratio that he's talking about. That green shine in the light, you can really see it come through, which is really nice. Again, compared to that second one, you get a little bit of extra out of it versus just the purple, but the purple is a lot stronger on that second one. This is a lot more calm, more of an ombre-ish from green to purple, which is really cool to see. You're using the mixed colored plastic strands versus 2 different individual ones and combining them together, so you get that more, so everything comes together a bit nicer for this one versus just having the 2 different colors. But really nice colorway again. All these look really good. I'm really impressed with the colors he's got on here. So those are our 3 jigs that we got to go through for Sasquatch Jigs. I will drop all of his socials and all of his links in the comments below. If you guys want to see a glide bait review from him, drop it in the comments as well. Make sure to let me know because I want to see him as well. Again, he catches huge fish on these jigs, huge fish on these glides. So I'll put up some pictures so you guys can take a look as I'm talking through this. So there's no doubt that you'll be slamming them on these things. If you want quality jigs that really have that heftier skirt, that have a good build, go with Sasquatch Jigs. I will totally advocate for them because these have come out really, really nice. They've got that dense skirt, but it's not super heavy, so you get a lot more action. And these really nice hooks and jig heads that go really well with the bait. So thank you so much, Sasquatch Jigs, for sending out these lures. I'm super happy I got to go through them, and we will be getting you some pictures on those ASAP so you guys can see what we're catching on these things. Stay tuned for that. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for everything regarding the fishing industry and small businesses. You guys get to see all the newest updates on handmade lures, handmade rods, all the new apparel, things like that because of this page. Let's keep growing it, keep getting eyes on these small businesses because we need to keep them alive. We all have the ability to help these guys out and purchase their lures instead of the big box stores. It keeps them thriving, living out their dreams just how you would want someone to do for you. They have quality stuff that will last a while. Make sure to go check out all these pages and support the website, support the bait makers near you because every maker matters. Thank you guys so much for watching and stay tuned next Monday for another product review or maybe some fishing coming up here real soon. See ya!